Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to this tour of the Stadio Olimpico football stadium in Rome, which is home to Lazio and AS Roma, and is also the national football stadium. Just a little bit of info before we get started on the tour as we are walking around the outside of the building. This stadium is situated in the Foro Italico Sports Complex, which is north of the city centre. I got there by using a bus. I was actually coming from Ottaviano, and there's a bus stop which is right outside here, so that is served very well to get to it. There's also parking all around as well if you were to drive. The tickets that I purchased for this stadium tour, I got online. I think it was through the official website actually, which was easy to find with a quick Google search. It will take you straight to it, and it's only £15 per person for adults. As with most of these tours, you do have to book a time slot. I think they were every half an hour, and there were plenty of them. I mean, there was only 8 people on the tour which I was doing, so I'm guessing there's quite a lot available, but you will have to pick a specific time and they won't let you in until that time. As you can see now, this is where we have actually started the tour. That tunnel down there is the main entrance where the players and everybody comes in on the bus, etc. This is where you would come in, and you'll be greeted by all these signed shirts from different players. There's things from actors on the wall, things from musicians as well as you walk through here, that you can clearly see now as we walk side to side through this tunnel. We do actually have a guide with us at this point as well, who met us at the entrance. You just had to go through a little bit of security, and then she was taking us through and speaking to us, but I just wanted to get some clear footage, so that's why I'm behind. But she does explain everything at each junction as we get further and further in. What you're about to see shortly is a really lengthy entrance video, but it's really interesting and it was quite dramatic to watch, so I'll leave you with that now. As you can see, that's quite some entrance and start to the tour. It's really cool as well, where the screen comes up and it is the entrance to this room here, which is where there's a bit of history about the stadium and everything like that, and obviously a big model scale of it there. In this area we've you're about to see some of the trophies that the teams have won. So obviously you've got both club teams and the national teams as well, which is all in this area. Footballs from different tournaments that they have in the cabinets there as well. There's another screen playing in the background with some more historic matches on there. This initial area is the sort of only area that you get to see any of the trophies, any of the retro things and the historic things on the tour actually, but it's enough because sometimes you can get overwhelmed with it and there's too much and you can't actually look at what there is there, but at least you've got time to look around it. I'm not sure if you can actually see all these square units. They actually get wheeled out purposely for the tour, so they're not there all the time because, as I said before, this area is where the players and all the staff and everybody actually come into the stadium on match days. So this will all be taken out and taken away and put away for the matches. You're just about to see when we come out of this bit is the area where they do all the press. So all the sponsored screens and everything behind you. There's specific ones for different sponsors, different tournaments, so you can meet your obligations for the interviews. You'll notice that there is ones for Roma, Lazio and the Italian national team, obviously because people sponsor different things, as you can see there. But this is where they all stand and do all their interviews. We are now entering the AS Roma dressing room, and we were quite lucky because all of the shirts were out. I don't think it was them that had a game this weekend or whenever the next game was. I think it was actually Lazio, but we were told obviously not to touch any of the shirts or anything like that. Where the lady was just pointing at there, that is where the great Francesco Totti sat. She was pointing out because he's quite famous in the AS Roma ranks. Again, I was a little surprised at the size of it. Just sometimes I would think these dressing rooms should be a bit bigger. They seem quite compact and close together, but yeah, as you can tell, it's quite intimate, but I guess you need that for when the manager is doing his team talks. There's the showers and everything out the back there as well in the Roma dressing room. I think actually now looking around, the hallways actually have all the Lazio stuff out for the game, so I think it was them that had the match, and they change it. All the screens like here, they've got the Lazio things playing, Lazio sign there. I think they change all that for Roma when they're playing at home, and I would imagine they do exactly the same for when the national team play here as well. There's some hair dryers there, and again the shower areas and the massage rooms. This is where the Italian national team will get changed, and it is also the away dressing room for the teams that are playing Roma and Lazio. We are now in the Lazio dressing room. It looks very similar to the Roma dressing room. I'm guessing they do that on purpose. They didn't want one better than the other. That said, when I went to the San Siro, one was definitely better than the other there. And this is the stairs up right into the stadium. First, obviously, we come to the dugouts. This is the Lazio side, and where the whole team and everything stay there. We could actually have chose which one we came up. I just chose the Lazio side. As you can see over there, that's the Roma side. It's different down the entrance tunnel as you come out to it. Once again, I was very lucky with this tour because look how beautiful the day was. It just makes the stadium look so much better when it's like this. The pitch, again, was in very, very good condition, and the stadium actually looked better than I thought it was going to, because I was told it was a bit run down, but actually it isn't at all, and it's just the character of the place, really. Just a little bit of history about the actual stadium itself. It was completed in 1953. It was renovated in 1990 for the Italian FIFA World Cup. The capacity of the stadium is around 70,000, although it does vary slightly with different configurations. It has hosted some major events in its time, including the 1960 Summer Olympics. The UEFA Euro 1966 final was hosted here. Obviously the FIFA World Cup 1990, the final was here as well. In 1980 it also hosted the Euro final, and it has also hosted the Champions League finals in 1977, 1984, 1996 and 2009. One thing I didn't mention, as well as football, we actually host the Italian rugby matches as well, in particularly for the Six Nations home games. And given the size of the stadium that it is, it also hosts music events as well. It's had major acts like U2, Madonna, Beyonce and Bruce Springsteen all having concerts here. The stadium actually does give you a really nice view from a lot of places we sort of walked around. It was quite nice the further you went up, even though it is quite flat and the trajectory's not steep, so you're further away from the pitch. It actually seems quite a nice view, and I should imagine the atmosphere is great in here as well with the closed-in roof. The area that we're in now is for the more important clientele. The seats were way more comfier than the ones down below. Actually, I said there was no more memorabilia. There is actually a couple of bits in here as well. This is the bar and restaurant area for, I'm guessing, the people that have the boxes and the important people that sit outside there, because you can just come back in from the stadium, as in this bit as well round here. And as always, at the end of the tour, they lead you through the club shop. I mean, in here, as usual, you can imagine what you can get. You can get stuff from both sides in here, and they always sell a lot of retro shirt stuff, which I'm more into, which is quite nice. So you can go in there and have a look at those. That is pretty much it from this tour. It only took about an hour and a half in total, which is more than enough to experience what we did round there. You got to see everything that you wanted to see. So yeah, definitely well worth the price, and the guide was really good. Again, very informative and tells you a lot of information, again in English and Italian. So that's great for native speakers and foreigners. As we're just about to leave the shop, I will take this opportunity to thank you all for joining us once again here, and I look forward to seeing you all very soon on another one of my videos. Thank you very much.